Hi, I'm David Cheskis. I'm the chair of the Montgomery Township Planning Board. The Planning Board is responsible for developing the master development plan and modifying that as needed and ensuring that it's the place to live where we want to live. It's a legal document, actually, that the Township Committee has to approve. And it's a plan that lays out where we want to have different areas of the town. Again, primarily focused on residential, commercial, farming, and it really talks about what we want to do with our town, what we want our town to look like, how many businesses we want, how many houses we want, what kind of density do we want, how do we zone it so that it's a place we want to live, and where do we put those zones? So we talked about it. I think there's a lot of activity going on right now in that regards. The Montgomery Promenade Shopping Center down near the airport, the development going up near the Belmead and the Pike Run area. All of these things have been part of the master plan, and they continue to be revised as situations change. So you see how that works in those areas. We've also kind of made some conscious efforts to develop certain commercial areas within the township in the Belmead area and the Rocky Hill area, and conserve a lot of open space with the Township Committee, so making sure that all of these areas are zoned appropriately. Yeah, everything you see is affected by planning. Again, where the residential areas are, how dense they are, how big the plots are, how many bedrooms you can have in a house in a certain area, to where we can have a farm, to where we can have commercial space and what that commercial space looks like and what the density of it looks like and how many parking spots you have to have and where the entrance is off of 206. And there's a lot of different factors that need to be considered there. A lot of this land is owned by individual people, individual citizens, and sometimes they come to us and say, I have got 10 acres of land and I want to divide that into 5 2-acre lots. So that's something that we look at. It may be zoned differently, so there may be some regulations that we need to fix there or create new ordinances. And then they may say, hey, I want to convert my land to a farm or something like that. And then there's other areas where developers own some of the land and they may want to create housing or they may want to create commercial space, and depending on how it's zoned, they may have a request to change the zoning or to change it from residential to commercial or to blend it or to change the density. And all of these things factor into how our town looks. Not just the trees and the streets that you see, but the traffic that's on there, the taxes that you pay. All of these things are influenced by the way the planning occurs in the town. I really enjoy this because I get to work with the team of other citizens here on the board. I get to work with the administration here in the township and really make it a place that I think is a great place to live. And we've got a lot of diverse people with a lot of different ideas and inputs, and it's great to work together with them because we're all in it for the same reason. Well, the volunteers, the planning board is all volunteers, and it's just regular citizens like you and me, and we just have an interest in serving our community. There's a lot of other boards and committees you can be on in the township, and I think it's really something that if you've got an interest in the kind of activities that we work with, and really being interested in shaping your community, where you live and what it looks like and what it's going to look like in the future, that's what we have. People who volunteer really like to do that stuff, and it's really important because this is our community. And if you want to have a stake in what it's going to look like, then this is your opportunity to do that. Just to be able to think. I think, look, it's a group. We work together as a team, so you need to really be able to work well with teams. But there's no special training. You do need to be certified in the New Jersey State Municipal Land Use Law. and that's a real short training class that they have. It helps to be able to understand what people are talking about. Show up to a meeting. I mean, these meetings are open for everybody, and we really like to have participation by community members. We do get community members come into the meetings, but typically they only come for a particular application. When they have a question, a concern, or it's their particular application. But the meetings are open to everybody. If you're interested in seeing how our town is shaped and participating in what that's going to look like in the future, we really, really do encourage comments, participation by community members and anybody else who wants to be on the board. For the planning board, the volunteers all get appointed to the board by the Montgomery Township Committee. So reaching out to any one of the people who's involved in the planning board or in the township committee, or even the township administration officers, the township administrator, the planning board, planning director of the town, all of these people can get you involved in that. And we're always looking for new people. Thank you very much for your time. It was great talking to you today. And I really enjoy talking about it. I really enjoy participating in this. If there's any other questions, I can always be reached through the planning board director here, and Lori Savrin is the township contact. So we're always looking for new people, and I hope that you participate in your community, because it belongs to you.